Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how to create and delete Azure Database for MySQL using the Azure console. I have logged into the Azure portal. Click Create a Resource, then select Databases, and then select Azure Database for MySQL and then click Create. Okay, so you have two options. How do you plan to use this service as a flexible server or the WordPress plus MySQL flexible server? So we are just going to create a flexible server. So click create. Okay, and here we need to provide the other informations. So already I have a resource group, so I'm going to select that resource group. Okay, then we need to provide a server name. So I am going to call it as a demo server. Okay, and in the version I'm going to leave it as 8.0. and the selection workload type for development or hobby projects, right? So and it's 1 week core and 2 GB RAM. Yeah, this is just for the demo purpose, so that should be good enough. And here you can see the estimated cost. Okay, so I'm not going to enable high availability, right? So and we are going to just use the MySQL authentication only. So I'm going to give the admin username as SQL admin, and then the password is okay. Then click next networking, right? So we need the public access, so I'm going to allow this, as well as I wanted to access using the MySQL Workbench from my system, so I'm just going to select this as well. Add current client IP address, right? So I'm not going to select allow public access from any Azure service because I'm not going to use that for now. But if you wanted to use from any Azure service, you can select that. Okay, then click next security, right? So I'm going to leave it as a default. Next tags, I'm not going to add any tag, but if you want, we can add it. Okay, now let's review the configuration. Okay, everything looks okay. So I'm going to click create. The creation of the Azure database for MySQL has started. So you could see here it says deployment is in progress and it is going to take around 15-20 minutes. So the deployment of the Azure database for MySQL has been completed successfully, right? Click go to resource. Okay, so in this overview section we will be able to see the information about the Azure database for MySQL, right? So here you could see the server name and what is the server admin login name, right, and the other configurations, right? And here we'll be able to start working on this, right? Here we can view the connection strings. Click that because we need the connection information to connect to this Azure database for MySQL from the MySQL Workbench. Okay, so this is the host name. So we'll just copy this. So now let us see how to connect to this Azure database for MySQL instance using the MySQL Workbench. So already I have installed the MySQL Workbench in my system. So click plus here, right? So I am going to give the connection name as MySQL. Okay, host, we need to provide the server information, right? And the username is SQL admin. And then we need to provide the password. Click OK. First let's test the connection. Okay, the connection is successful. Okay, click OK. Right now it's this. So it is opening the SQL editor. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create a database and then a table, then insert a row to the table and then query the data from the table. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to create database, okay, DemoDB. Okay, execute it. Okay, so it has been executed successfully. DemoDB, execute it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to create a table. Create table student, okay, name varchar. Okay, I'm going to give the number of characters as 75. Then I'm going to give the age, which is going to be integer. So I'm going to execute this. So the table has been successfully created. Now I'm going to insert one record to it. Insert into student values. Okay, so I'm going to give the username as Anita and the age is 20. Okay, execute this. Okay, so we have successfully inserted. Now let us query the data. Select star from student. Okay, so we were able to successfully query the data as well. So now let us see how to delete the Azure Database for MySQL instance what we created. Okay, go to the overview page. So here we see an option called delete. Click that delete. Okay, so this is the resource name. So resource name is demo server. Okay, then right, so I have read and understood that this server as well as any database it contains will be deleted. Okay, so I'm just going to select that, right, and then click delete. Okay, so you could see here the deletion of the Azure Database for MySQL instance has started, right? So and you could see it has successfully deleted the MySQL server. Okay, so let's go back to home, right, and then go to the resource groups, demo resource group, and we could see no resources exist in this particular resource group because we have deleted the resource which we added to this resource group. In this demo, we have seen how to create and delete Azure Database for MySQL using the Azure portal. Also, we have seen how to connect to the MySQL instance using the MySQL Workbench. If you like this demo, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the demo.